Hello, everyone. My name is Leandre Boone. I go by Lee Boone. It's easier to say. And the name of my company that I started back in 2019 of October is called Buckeye Financial LLC. I've been licensed since 2006. I've been full time since 2014 of November. I have not looked back since. Why did I get involved in insurance? I got involved in insurance because so many people, because of a lack of information, become prisoners of their situation and circumstances. So many times, people who have the solutions won't provide those solutions, but will provide the solutions that are financially beneficial to them as the agent. I got really sick and tired of seeing that. I got really sick and tired of seeing that the top 1% know things and don't share things to the other 99% that could benefit them as well, and tell a different story and give people false hope with their false narratives. So, this is why I got into the insurance industry. I work with over 300 insurance carriers. I do health insurance, disability, life insurance, annuities, retirement planning strategies and concepts. I work with individuals, families, and small businesses to help them accomplish their targeted needs and goals. I don't play around. I shoot straight from the hip. I'm transparent. And even if it's not advantageous to me, I feel that if I do the right thing by people, that I will get what I need to get out of life, because whatever you sow is what you shall reap. Doesn't matter what you're playing to the people, it matters what you're playing to the actual situation and circumstance, because whatever you put in is what you get out. So, oftentimes in my business, I do pretty good. I do pretty good, but one of the pressing things right now that is of grave concern to me is currently in 2021 we are in a pandemic, and we've been in a pandemic since February of 2020, the end of February 2020, and a lot of people have 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, and other thrift savings and other retirement vehicles that they are using. And a lot of people aren't paying attention. And a lot of people don't know, when they look in their statements, how much money they have lost from their retirement. Life's a three-legged stool. You have Social Security, you have retirement, and you have your what you put away, your savings. Social Security not promised to it is not a promising feat right now. It's not a promising thing. We expect by 2032 that Social Security will be bankrupt. This information is verifiable. That means they're expecting that it's going to reduce down to 78%. With every 20 years, the cost of living doubling, we certainly can't afford for what a lot of people depend on in terms of Social Security to depend on something that's going to have less value. Not to mention that the dollar is losing its value. So you have a lot of things that are happening that are attacking the bottom line of your future. Also, a lot of people aren't saving because they don't know what to save money for. They don't know what they can do. They certainly don't want to put the money into the banks, because the banks have what's called fractional banking, as you know, probably. And 90% of your money is going towards loans that 9 times out of 10 you can't access. And so the banks have become sort of a hub. And it's sad and it's unfortunate, because the communities are suffering, society is suffering. And so what I'm asking that if you're affected by those things and you see that those things are injustice, I'm asking that you give a real business a real opportunity to be able to help real people by offering them exactly what they need instead of what benefits the agent. If I had the means, I would be able to reach out through different marketing mediums to reach the people that need my services, and I'm licensed in multiple states. Currently, right now, I'm licensed in 9 states and looking to be licensed in all 50 states when it's prudent to be licensed in 50 states. I just want to have an opportunity to be able to help people, and I can help people. A lot of times, I can help people virtually. Right now, we do video conferencing and we do phone calls. And I am very good at painting the picture for people, showing people exactly where they are and helping people with illustrations on where they need, how to get to where they need to get to. It's very, very important that the only person that you can really depend on is yourself. And so having the strategies and the tools in place that you need to be able to attain the goals that you have is something that I'm very passionate about doing. It's my mission to go out there to help individuals, families, and small businesses. Currently, as you see, the pandemic has had a lot of small businesses shut down. The businesses that had multiple locations, businesses that had uh, plenty of manpower, they've been able to weather the storm of this pandemic. But the small business owner who was making good money, but making enough for their family that didn't have multiple locations, this pandemic, 9 times out of 10, put them out of business. And a lot of that could have been avoided with some concepts and strategies that could have been pertinent to their situation to attain their targeted goals and needs and be prepared for the unexpected. That's where I come in. That's where I want to help people. And I feel like there are a lot of financial planners out there that are approaching people about the products and services that pays the most commissions. And I think that's unfortunate because we live in a selfish society. So I'm a little bit different and I go against the grain. I don't do what's in my best interest. I feel like if I do right by everyone that I come across, that I will accomplish what I need to accomplish and I will attain what I need to attain. Money is something that we don't have to chase. Money is supposed to be something that if you're doing your assignment, that will come to you. And we live in a society that has taught us that we need to go out there and we need to chase money. So I'm asking you, if you have the if it's in your heart after hearing the words that I said, if after hearing the words that I said, if you don't see a sense of urgency about helping people from losing their principles, helping people uh, to understand how and what tax advantages are available to them that they can be taken advantage of. If you don't feel that knowing what the 1% know to some degree is going to be able to be beneficial for you and change your class in society, then you can shut this off. But if you've seen in your family, friends, loved ones go through trials and tribulations, have sicknesses that have financially rocked their family, everything that they've earned and worked hard for had to be liquidated just because of an unforeseen circumstance, and you're sick and tired of those types of things happening, I'm asking you to, whatever is in your heart, for you to give. And in return, what I will do with what you give is directly make sure that I put it into mediums that are going to give me access to reaching those people. There are so many different platforms and methods in terms of trying to reach those people, but I can't reach those people in a capital-based society without capital. I've humbled myself to know that. For so many years, again, I've been licensed since 2006. I've been full-time since 2014. I started Buckeye Financial LLC in October of 2019. The constant hurdle that I run into is getting to people too late. I can eliminate, I can minimize getting to people too late if I had a medium of reaching them on a broad perspective. Advertising, things like radio, things like TV, things like some of the traditional things and some of the new age things, social media, and so many other mediums, reaching out to people and letting them know that there are still strategies that are available for you that can help you in these perilous times that we live in during the pandemic. The pandemic has had an effect on the economy, and it's had an effect on the market. And so when the market is affected, your retirement money is affected. When the market is affected, you're going to have issues. You're going to have losses of money. And if I can't, and if people are not, and if you have people who don't know that what they have earned and worked so hard for, if those funds are not available any longer, or they've lost those funds, that can be cataclysmic, because a lot of people are depending on the different things that they have already in place. And most people in this world, who are like 80% of the working class, works for someone else. And a lot of times you have retirement plans that are provided through the companies. It used to be pensions, and now they're like 401ks and IRAs you can get through your bank, Roths and traditionals. There's so many different types of things, but a lot of those things are typically going to be tied right into the market. And the market is very unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going on. But what we do know is whatever we have earned, we'd like to still have an opportunity to be able to do those things, but we also want to ensure what we have. And that's how I illustrate and educate people on those things. So I hope I covered everything. I hope I made my message clear. For more information, you can reach me at info@buckeyefinancialllc.com. If you just have some questions, if it's something that I wasn't making clear in this video, I'd be happy to answer those questions. But I'd like for you to reach in your pocket, and I'd like for you to donate to a worthy cause, so that we can get the right information out to people, so people can make the right decisions for themselves, their families, and their business. Because we're in perilous times, there's a sense of urgency that we need to help, and every dollar that you donate can help. So I'd ask for you to share this video with others. I'd ask for you to go to my website at www.buckeyefinancialllc.com. That's BUCKEYE Financial, FINANCIALLLC.com, and look up more information about me, more information about the types of services that I offer. And you can take a look at my blog and see the information that I have up there that may be beneficial to you or to your loved ones. So in closing, I just want to say thank you for getting to this point in the video. The opportunity to be able to serve is my passion. We're all put here for each other. And what we do to each other, good and bad, is going to come back somehow, some way. And most of the time unrecognizable. But that's why we got to do the right thing for people. And I promise that every dollar that I get from you is going to be put to great use. And it's going to be put into a selfless use to be able to enhance individuals, families, and small businesses. Thank you for your time. Take care.